Thank you. We are underway. All righty, and people could please adjust their mics.
There you go.
So, this is the Hyannis Main Street Waterfront Historic District Commission. It is August 7th, 2024, 6:30 p.m. To all persons deemed interested or affected by the Town of Barnstable's Hyannis Main Street Waterfront Historic District Commission ordinance under Chapter 112, Article 3 of the Code of Town of Barnstable, you are hereby notified that a hearing is being held at Town Hall, 367 Main Street, Hyannis, Mass. Selectmen's Conference Room, second floor, 6:30 p.m., Wednesday, August 7th, 2024. This meeting, August 7, 2024, is being recorded and broadcast on the Town of Barnstable's Government Access Channel. In accordance with MGL Chapter 30A, Section 20, the chair must inquire as to whether anyone else is recording this meeting, and if so, to please make their presence known. Hearing none, I shall move on. I would ask everyone to please silence your cell phones, whatever it is you would like to do, please. I am calling this meeting to order. Commissioner Wentworth.
Here.
Commissioner Conrad Watson.
Here.
Commissioner Kevin Matthews.
I'm here.
Commissioner Cornelius Cowley.
Here.
Commissioner Hinckley Needham.
Here.
Commissioner Matthew Clark.
Here.
Commissioner Laura Cronin.
Here.
Commissioner Jack Kay.
Here.
Commissioner Tom Doherty.
Here.
Commissioner Cheryl Powell. I am also here, and I apologize to Perry, I didn't say your first name. So would staff please identify themselves and make their presence known?
Karen Pina, Admin Assistant, Planning and Development.
Good.
Corey Pacheco, Senior Planner, Planning and Development.
And Jim Kupfer, Interim Director, Planning and Development.
I'd also like to welcome our Town Council Liaison, Charles Bloom. Welcome. We love having your presence. Thank you. So I would like to make an announcement to begin with. I received notice today that Commissioner George Jessup has passed. For those of you who do not know him, because I've been chair for like 8 years. Prior to that, there were one or two others for a year or two. But he was chairman of this commission for, a lot of you probably don't know, for 18 years, from what I understand. So he has passed at the age of 84. I am going to ask for a moment of silence if people would not mind, out of respect for previous chair. Thank you very much. All right, so we have, and thank you for your indulgence in that, just out of respect. So continued business. Adam Burnett, DBA Champ Houses and Company, 7583 School Street, Hyannis, map 327, parcels 249 and 258. We also have, this is with regard to a demolition, a new building at the same address. And also same regarded as 83 School Street, but map 327, parcel 249. And this is also for a new building. This is continued from the July 3rd meeting of the HHDC. Do we have?
You have in your package from last time the request to continue the matter to August 21st.
Oh, right, okay. So, I wanted to follow up and let you know that both Adam and I have conflicts for the next two HHDC meetings. Could you please move the Champs Homes applications to the second meeting in August, the 21st? Thank you, Allison. I have no problem with that. They're within their timing of the 45 days and all that. They've already signed the extension. I thought they might have had to, because last time we had the question, they were just barely in it. That's right. Can I entertain a motion, please, to continue that to our August 21st meeting?
Can I ask a question on On the 45 days, do they request it? Does that get approved by anyone? Or
They filed for an extension.
to the planning?
They did apply to planning, but I think,
It's a form that I sent to them, and they have to fill it out and agree to extend the time.
Okay.
so really what we're doing here is we're agreeing to extend as well the time.
But that's what I'm saying. Is it an automatic approval for extending the 45 days?
My understanding is if it's gone to the 45 days, we should vote to approve it and
Yeah,
extend.
it's a mutually agreed upon extension. It has to be mutually agreed upon.
Exactly.
Okay.
So, yes. So if I could have a motion to approve and continue it to the August 21st, if anyone's interested.
Sure, I'll make that motion to continue the Champs Home applications to the August 21st meetings, which is, of course, the buildings at 75 and 83 School Street.
Is there a second? Now, just to clarify, the date that they were here last was July 3rd. Who was not in attendance on the commission? Jennifer? Anyone else? Everyone else was here? Okay, so Commissioner Crawley. Commissioner Brown.
Aye.
Commissioner Watson.
Aye.
Commissioner Matthews.
Okay, aye.
I was
Aye.
getting Matthew, Mr. Matt Clark, but same name, Commissioner Matthews. Commissioner Clark,
Aye.
thank you so much. Commissioner Hinckley Needham was not here. Commissioner Doherty,
Aye.
Commissioner Kay,
Aye.
were you here? Yes, Commissioner Wentworth. Okay. So, and I also say aye. So that is going to be continued to the next one, and that is the three applications. Minor modifications request, Benjamin Hyannis, I hope I'm not butchering the pronunciation of that, 394 South Street, Hyannis, map 308, parcel 128, with regard to renovations.
So I can speak to it briefly. I don't believe the gentleman is here, but you may recall at your last meeting, the request was for the construction of the stairwell and the door, and the condition was that he provide a spec or, a rendering of what it would look like to myself for review. When he did provide the rendering, he noted it was going to be vinyl, which I recall that the applicant and the commission specifically talked about wood, so I had stated to him that he would need to return to the commission for review. And
Him
so
and I
his
discussed it, so.
request now is vinyl.
It is, he did change it after we spoke to vinyl?
The request.
Oh, sorry, to wood.
No, it's vinyl.
I thought we were going to go back to him and say, go back to the wood that he wanted to.
I told him that if you want to proceed with wood, I can proceed with review and approval per the commission, but if you want to seek vinyl, you're going to have to go back to the commission for review, and
Okay.
he's before you tonight for vinyl.
So, and he's all right for us to discuss it without him here?
He
Okay.
did not mention he was not going to be here.
Okay. If he did not mention he is not going to be here, we can do a couple other things first and then see if he happens to come. Traffic is awful out there. So let's hold on that till the end. Design guidelines update. Any updates on that, Jim?
Yeah, so at the last meeting, the handout of draft Downtown Hyannis Unified Design Guidelines and Regulations that the working group has been chipping away at, and the thought was to provide the draft to the full commission for their initial kind of once-over and offer any additional comments, and then if the commission so chooses, we can begin to do a hearing if you want to consider updates per the work that the working group has done. It's up to the commission whether they want to proceed in that manner or not.
And staff very kindly provided us all with a copy of those at the last meeting. Has everyone had a chance to go over those?
I like it.
I have not, but
Matthews?
I wasn't here at the last meeting, so Jim is going to email me a copy to take a look at.
Okay.
Excuse me.
A lot of work went into that from two commissions, us and the planning board and the HHDC. So, and staff, of course. They have the hard work of putting it together after they listen to us natter. But shall we put it on the next agenda to vote on it so everyone has a chance to go through it? Because we have 2 commissioners who haven't read it.
So the process would be, yes, you don't have to make any decisions tonight if you don't want to. The process would be if you want to formally adopt updated guidelines, it would need to be posted as a public hearing, and then a public hearing would be held. So we're talking probably not the next, probably not even the September 4th meeting. It would be the second meeting in September if you guys wanted to move forward with a public hearing. At that time, you guys could consider changes, consider adopting, whatever the process may be. You can also begin the public hearing. I know there was discussion about maybe a joint hearing with
Yes,
the
there was.
planning board again. So you could open up the hearing, continue the matter, and hold a joint meeting. It's wholly up to the commission.
So, yes, Commissioner Wentworth.
My question is, my lack of tenure, any time here, is there a consensus among all the parties involved that this is a good final form?
So the process to date has been, we took on this endeavor about 1.5 years ago, working with the planning board and this commission to update guidelines, because as you see, our current guidelines are, much smaller than this. And it moved through the process. Planning board did adopt guidelines. The commission did not. And so the thought was from that meeting, look at ways to improve the guidelines to, come to closer to a consensus with this commission. But also while working with the planning board, because the whole goal was kind of unifying the downtown Hyannis guidelines. So if the commission wants to further update, the planning board has already stated they are willing and active to participate in those discussions and potentially adopt further updates.
So it failed the vote on the HHDC by only 1 vote. So we felt we'll go back, find out what the stumbling blocks were, see if we could amend those. And that's why we're also working with the planning board, or the planning board chair, actually. And then what we came up with is what you received last week, Commissioner Matthews and Commissioner Hinckley Needham, what you received tonight. So what we would do then is, what I was mentioning before is make a motion to continue it to the next meeting so that the other 2 commissioners can actually review it in depth. And then when we meet, then do the joint meeting with the planning board, as we did before. I don't think it'll take as many meetings as it did in the past, because they had already accepted all but a few minor changes. And then that makes us consistent together, the 2, so we don't have we don't have to pass the HHDC, because we can go there and they have different guidelines. So
Could I ask a quick question?
haven't missed out. Yes.
Clarification. So Jim, say if myself and Commissioner Hinckley Needham get the proposal and we see a couple of things we wanted to change or something like that. If we, if we went forward with the meeting tonight, because it looks like, I'm just looking from nods, that a consensus thinks this is a good plan and we're almost there, can we just go ahead and vote on it now to say, let's go to let's put it out there for a public meeting, and if there's anything in the interim that we want to change, or at that meeting that we want to change, we could do it then? It seems like we've been doing
That's
this
a good suggestion.
Yeah, we've been dragging this on forever. I would suggest that let's just go. Let's get it going.
I made that a previous suggestion because out of respect for the 2 of you.
No.
But I'd like that suggestion.
Yeah.
If you're
And if there's
okay.
anything, again, and I trust my fellow commissioners, and that if they're on the same page, I feel pretty confident that I'm sure I'm going to look at that. And if there's any little tweak, a word, a line, I'm sure we can talk about it then. But I would say let's get it moving.
That's
We can do
what.
that at the joint meeting.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
right.
Right.
That's what the joint meeting is for.
Yeah, I'd say we go.
Okay. Commissioner Cronin.
Then would this committee have a chance to talk among ourselves before that?
I can certainly put it on the agenda, because in planning, the joint meeting will probably be
talk
after our
about it
next
now.
one. And we can talk about it now if you want, yeah.
We're flogging a dead horse.
Again, like I said, I haven't seen it yet. And I don't,
I reviewed it, but not in the
Colorado,
detail that I
that's for
wanted
us.
to be able to go through it between now and then. So that's why I was wanting to understand where I had maybe just some observations or some clarifications on where this committee was going. I'm sure that there was a lot of work into it, and I'm sure that maybe it's just
Craig?
some that we can talk.
You would
about.
definitely have a say, but that
But
would
I was
probably,
thinking, rather than doing it with the joint committee,
Mm-hmm.
I would rather, if we could, just do it with this committee. But to key,
we certainly can tonight. Are you not ready?
I'm not in position to do it tonight. so-
Madam Chair, if I may, we could certainly put this on at the next agenda on August 21st, and all the while I could be working
Yes.
with the planning board to nail down a date perhaps for a
Yes.
joint meeting
That would work.
in
Yes, because
September.
it'll be after-
I could
we'll-
work with
yeah.
this group and planning board, and maybe we'll do something in mid-September.
Yeah, so we'll put that on after our next meeting, but we'll put it on the agenda to discuss at our next meeting, so that you'll be just, as you say, with your fellow commissioners.
and I apologize. I wasn't trying to rush you or anyone. I'm just saying, I think it's been going on for a long time that we want to nail it down as quickly as we can.
Jack wants that horse to come back.
Yes. Giddy up.
Okay. All right, so just to clarify, I'm going to put it on the next agenda for the 21st so that everyone else will have an opportunity. Plus, other people may find some things. And the planning board will meanwhile be working with the planning board to get a joint meeting date together, which would be post that time. Okay? Everybody on that page?
That's good.
Okay.
Thank you,
and
Interim Cup.
I don't think that needs to go, well, I don't think that needs to go for a vote, do you?
No.
Yeah. So, what we did was we flip-flopped. We put things that came after you before you. So, I will go through this minor modification request. Benjamin Urasian? Yes. 394 South Street, Hyannis, map 308, parcel 128, renovations. Would you mind coming up to the desk and... All right. The floor is yours.
Okay, so last time I was here, you guys were creative and approved the construction of this outdoor staircase, contingent upon getting approval for the railing, basically, or having a rendering of the railing. I had said it would be wood at our last meeting, and the risers will still be wood, the posts will still be wood, but ideally we want to use Trex brand vinyl for, AZAC for the actual stairs, like white AZAC that looks like wood. It all looks like wood, and then vinyl railing, which you guys have renders of, and actual pictures of what it looks like in real life. And the reason we want to do that is just it lasts longer, it doesn't splinter, doesn't need to be painted. And there's vinyl like across the street, there's vinyl fences. I looked through the whole 80-page design guidelines, and I didn't see anywhere where it said no vinyl. So that's the proposition.
The guidelines, I think, the overall guidelines is discouraged, something like that.
Discouraged, okay.
The,
I'm sorry, could you just one more time go through what's going to be wood and what's going to be AZAC?
Yeah, so it's the 4x4 posts, pressure-treated wood. The risers, pressure-treated wood. The actual, stairs that you'd step on, those would be, decking, like AZAC decking, the a composite material that lasts forever. And then white AZAC for like the trim, basically.
Handrails and all that kind of stuff?
Yep.
And what part's vinyl?
No, the handrails are vinyl, you said. Or the-
Yeah, vinyl, composite.
So they're vinyl, not AZAC, the handrails.
Correct. Yeah, I don't know if that's,
And what
if
about
it's the same,
What
but
about the spokes?
those would also be vinyl.
Those would be vinyl.
Yep.
And here it looks like they're black. Are they going to be black or white?
No, so those should be white. I don't know why it looks like that. Yeah, just like this,
Okay.
exactly.
Yeah, I saw that picture.
And I do have the, like, manufacturer insert that I think you were asking
So
about
it will
last
be
time.
just like, forget the first two pictures, it'll be just like this then,
Exactly, yep.
except these will be white.
Correct.
Okay.
And your spindles are all AZEC as well, with the handrails, I'm assuming?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's called AZAC. It's by the same company.
It's Trex, right.
Trex, yeah.
Right.
Yep, so it's vinyl composite.
Okay. Is everybody clear on that? Is there any questions? Oh, so I'm sorry, I don't want to cut you off. Was there anything more you wanted to
No,
say?
that's pretty much it.
Any questions from the commissioners? Commissioner Wetmore.
What is the color?
Pure white. Oh, the tread color. I think,
This looked blue to me.
yeah, so it's not that.
It's not blue.
It would be like a lighthouse gray, almost, light gray.
Like a grayed out
Yeah.
decking gray.
Yeah, I should have brought an example of that.
I know we're doing fencing. Is it gray or is it white? There's no gray, white in vinyl. I know it's either white or it's gray.
So the vinyl would all be just pure white.
Pure white.
Yeah, she was asking
And
about
there are
the
different-
steps.
There are different types of vinyl fences that I've seen. Some are very shiny, and some really look like wood.
Right.
I don't mean to drag this on, but since you changed it to vinyl, could we ever see a sample of what it's going to look like?
Yep. This is exactly what it would look like.
Except that it would be gray rather than blue on the stairs.
Right, so just ignore the actual stairs.
Light
But
gray or
that's
light
that's
gray?
the exact same railing that we'd install,
Are you
given
talking
your
about a
approval.
physical sample?
Light gray or
Yeah.
dark gray?
Light gray.
I was talking about a physical sample.
Oh, a physical sample. Don't have it on me.
And I have one other question, and this is something new. I didn't even think of it but the last time. This stairway, this is facing South Street, right? Back here. The stairs go away from South Street.
The stairs go to the rear of the property, right?
Around that area?
Yes, yeah, we plan to put 2 shrubs in front to block it more. Visibility from the street will be minimal. And you actually won't see the stairs itself, the gray stairs. Yep.
Any other questions, commissioners? Anything else you would like to say?
No, I think that's it.
All righty. Commissioners, what do you think?
I like the fact that the base of it, the posts, the risers, all of that is wood. I do agree with Tom, Commissioner Doherty, that you can have that Trex that's really shiny and,
Right.
or you can have something that's more subtle, I don't want to say sanded, but you know what I mean, that has more of a, it doesn't have the sheen on it. I do agree that that should probably be the way you go. But especially with an environment like ours, with all the salt air, having the stairs and the handrails and the spindles as Trex, I'm fine with.
No, I know, I agree with that too, but I don't want to hold this thing up. Could you just bring a sample maybe to Jim and just show him what the actual sample's going to look like?
Am I just accepting that sample, or is it, if it's shiny, that's a no-go?
Shiny.
If it's, remember the last time we actually did a vote on it to make sure that people were okay, because I don't like to make decisions for the commission. I always say one vote, one voice, one vote. But since it was something basic, that's why it's come back before us. Jim did call me and said that the thing had changed, and that's why I said, well, that's why it had to come back before this commission. So, not trying to be awkward, but we have a babe on the way pretty soon,
We do.
and I know what it's like with newborns you don't want construction. So we're trying to kind of help out. If people are all right with it, if you'll bring the sample into Jim or anyone in planning, whatever, and say, are you okay with that?
Yeah,
And then
absolutely.
if
I
you
just
think
wanna make
there's,
sure I know.
if you wouldn't mind giving me a call and say, this is not shiny, this is
Yep.
grain, whatever, and rather than, when is the baby due?
September 21st. Yeah.
They have a nasty habit of coming early, or not nasty, but they just sometimes do.
Oh, no.
Okay.
How much longer is this meeting? Because I live 2 minutes away, and I do have some of the materials. I could go grab a piece of it if you still have things going on.
I mean, I'm very comfortable letting Jim make that. I mean, I think he understands what we're talking about. That bright sheen, we don't want the bright. I think he's going to be fine doing that.
We're going in circles.
Yeah, I think we're good.
All right, everybody okay with that?
Yeah, sure.
I can walk down after the meeting with you, it's fine.
Stop off
No
and
one's
have a
walking
beer.
nowhere.
Stop by my
You know where you
park.
live, you've already looked it up.
I'm going to go to the trolley stop, so I'll meet you there and you can bring it there.
Park it.
Just remember you're on camera.
I know.
Okay, if people are okay with that, yeah, it sounds like a plan. So, in that case, nothing more to say?
No, that's
No
it.
other comments? Would one of the commissioners like to make a motion?
I move that the commission find this application to be compatible with the preservation and protection of the district.
Second.
Okay, so Commissioner Wentworth?
Aye.
Commissioner Kay?
Aye.
Commissioner Doherty?
Aye.
And anyone who wasn't at the meeting when he was here to please abstain. Commissioner Doherty, you said aye, is that correct?
Right.
Okay, Commissioner Matthews?
I have to abstain.
Commissioner Clark?
Aye.
Commissioner Watson?
Aye.
Commissioner Cronin?
Abstain, I'm the butter.
Well, and you abstain also, and I say aye. Would a commissioner like to make a motion on the certificate of appropriateness with the conditions that we have set forth, and also that, so not only the sample, but non-sheen, light gray on the steps, and some shrubbery on the rim?
So moved.
Is there a second? Seconded by Commissioner Wentworth. Commissioner Watson?
Aye.
Commissioner Matthews?
Abstain.
Clark?
Aye.
Commissioner Doherty?
Aye.
Commissioner Kay?
Aye.
Commissioner Wentworth? I also say aye. That carries. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
And I thank you very much for working with this on there. Okay. So,
I hear you have a baby coming. Good luck.
Thank you very much.
and we know that it's a boy.
Good memory.
Sentence.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Take care.
Take care.
All righty. So, we've already done the design guidelines. Does our town council liaison have anything you'd like to say? Any input? Okay. I always try to remember to do that. So, no matters not reasonably anticipated by the chair, I take it? Staff, do you have anything that has to come up on this? I'm going to just remind people to check that you've done your training on conflict of interest, particularly new members, that you've done that, and check if you're not sure if you're due for a renewal, contact Cynthia Lovell. She'll have a list on it. And I believe that approval of the July 17th minutes. The motion to approve the July 17th.
to approve the July
If there's no changes.
17th minute.
Okay. Nobody had any changes, right? Okay. Is there a second?
Second.
Okay. Commissioner Crowley?
Aye.
Commissioner Cronin?
Aye.
Commissioner Watson?
Aye.
Commissioner Matthews?
I have to abstain. I wasn't here.
Okay. Commissioner Clark?
Aye.
Commissioner Higgins was not here. Commissioner Doherty?
Aye.
Commissioner Kay?
Aye.
Commissioner Wentworth?
Aye.
I also say aye. Those are approved. Next meeting is August 21st. The one after that is September the 4th. We're ready for an adjournment. Is there a motion to adjourn? Oh, I'm sorry.
I will not be here at the next meeting.
Okay. Thank you for letting us know. Okey dokey. Thank you for letting us know in advance. Motion for adjournment?
I move to adjourn.
Is there a second?
Aye.
Okay. Commissioner Carley? Aye. Commissioner Cronin?
Aye.
Commissioner Watson?
Aye.
Commissioner Matthews?
Aye.
Commissioner Clark?
Aye.
Commissioner Hinckley Needham? Commissioner Doherty?
Aye.
Commissioner Kay?
Aye.
Commissioner Wentworth?
Aye.
I also say aye. We are adjourned.